Now that the noise have gone down and the noisemakers have left, let's talk about it. Let's get one thing straight. This video, not to gossip, not to throw shade, just lessons. Pure lessons. Because let's be honest, on the surface, it looks like just another random cheating scandal. A CEO cheated on his wife with his chief people officer. It looks like another married man cheating on his wife with someone from the office. On the surface, it looks like another office scandal and office romance gone bad. But when the noise actually goes down, away from the messy headlines, the timeline gossips, the group chats working overtime, when the noise actually dies down, there are questions that need to be answered. Questions about character, about privacy, about why some things feel so good when they're done in private until they come out in the open. So today is not for throwing shades or for casting stones, but actually to learn, because let's be honest, it could have been any of us. Okay, maybe you are not cheating, but also are there some other things that you're doing in secret that you don't want to be out in the open? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode of Tolani Unscripted. I remain your humble host, Tolani, and let's have a ride. First, it did sound like another regular random cheating scandal. Although not regular. The CEO of a company caught on a kiss scam at the Coldplay concert with the chief people officer of the same company. Now, beyond all of the gossips, what are the things that you saw? Because I'm going to tell you some of the things that I saw. Number one, see, I don't know how to sugarcoat this or how to make this sound, less scary, but there is nothing like privacy in public. I don't know how you guys think about it. I don't know how you guys say it, but in this age where everybody is now a content creator, everybody is taking memories, everybody is vlogging a day in their life, there's nothing like privacy anymore. Your life can be on someone else a day in my life vlog. The reason why you have not casted, the reason why you're not going viral is because you're not famous yet. One stupid mistake, one random vlog, one unnecessary person posting your picture in the background or whatever is enough to make you go viral. So in this age where everybody has their cameras flashing everywhere, you never know where you might end up. You never know where your clips might end up. In this day and age, privacy is a luxury. So whether it's a kiss cam or somebody's day in your live vlog, please be careful, because there's nothing like privacy when you're in public. The only thing is you're not famous yet. So if there's something that you're doing and you don't want the public to know, you don't want to go viral for that, you don't want to be casted, please don't do it in public, because you're just one random post away from going viral. Another lesson that I learned from this entire drama is that if you don't respect your values, life will humble you publicly on a kiss camera. Yeah, at a Coldplay concert. It is really going to humble you and it's going to be very messy. I feel like we don't talk about values enough. And value is not just about being a good person, being a nice person. Our values are actually our anchors. They are like those strings that protect us from ourselves. Right? And you see, every time we ignore them for temporary comfort, for the thrill, to feel the moment, life always has a way of dragging us back in alignment to those values. And it's not always cute. It is not always cute at all, because imagine how messy this drama got on social media. So if you don't want to be like this, it's not just about cheating. Protect your values, protect them like your life depends on it. And that's like the second thing that jumped on me from this entire saga. Now to number 3. Another thing that I learned from this entire drama, aside the cheating, like for me, the cheating was like one of the many lessons that could be learned. There were a lot of things that I feel like a lot of us don't pay attention to, that this entire drama just put a spotlight on. And one of it is that our personal life is not separate from our professional life. Your personal life will affect your professional life and vice versa. I feel like there's been a lot of advocacy on work-life balance, but most of those advocacy are targeted towards, not letting your professional life affect your personal life. There's been little awareness on the fact that you should not let your personal life affect your professional life, because that won't save day. Imagine the boss calling a meeting because the CEO cheated. I mean, we always like to say separate the artist from the art, but in reality, can it actually be separated? Because I will not trust you with my money if I know that even your wife cannot trust you with her vows. I mean, personally, I feel like it's going to be very difficult for me to trust somebody with my money, knowing that I cannot trust their personal life. Imagine them calling a board meeting just because a CEO was caught on a kiss cam camera at a concert. Now, that might not be you, but imagine your professionalism being questioned because of certain personal attributes that you have. And again, let's always drop this bullshit of separate the artist from the art. The artist drew the art. The art is a part of the artist. So yes, our professional life and our personal life, they are interrelated. So when we're talking about work-life balance, it's not just about you not letting your work affect your personal life. It's also about not letting our personal life affect our work. Yeah. Discipline. You see, this particular one, I genuinely feel like a lot of us, we shy away from talking about this because, let's be frank, discipline is difficult. Discipline ain't easy. I mean, it's easy to say, can't you tell the difference between good and bad? Can't you tell that it's not okay for you to cheat on your wife? Can't you tell that it's not okay for you to cheat on your partner? A lot of people don't realize that most messy situations do not occur because of lack of knowledge. They actually occur because of lack of control. And that's where discipline comes in. People know what they're doing, right? We just can't control it. I mean, it feels good in the moment. It feels nice in the moment. And that's where discipline comes in. It's not about showing up to the gym 3 times a week. It's not about coming to office at 8 a.m., at 7 a.m. It's about saying no to that thing that looks good now, but from the bottom of your heart, you know that you're going to pay the price later. Yeah. That is discipline. And in a world where the general consensus is about, go with the flow, go with the feeling, feel good, true discipline, true strength is knowing when to pause, stop, and walk away if need be, if that thing is going to cost you a lot, especially your peace of mind. That, again, is discipline. Now, talking about costs, the next thing I want us to talk about is calculating the cost. Every decision has a cost. Every decision has a price tag. Every choice that we are making comes with its own price tag. Can you pay the price? I mean, sometimes the prices are very obvious. Sometimes they are hidden and you don't know it until later on. But the ultimate question is to always ask, what will this cost me? Financially, emotionally, professionally, in your relationship, family, friends. One thing I really like about myself now is that I am always calculating. For every offer that comes to my table, I am looking at it. What's your angle? What's this thing going to cost me? Our society has become so damaged that everybody has an agenda. Yeah, forget it. That offer that person is making you, there's a cost to it. So ask yourself, can you pay the cost? Can you pay the price? Don't just think you're going with the flow. Don't just think you're moving with it. Always have at the back of your mind that there's always a price to be paid. Now, some at the end of the day, you might be able to afford it. To be honest, you might be able to. And that's why I don't speak much as to the impact of this kind of issues on the families or the loved ones, because you really don't know if the person is ready to pay the price. But to you and I, that decision that you're about to make, that choice that you're about to make, whether it's about cheating on your partner or betraying that friend or committing extramarital affairs or any other thing whatsoever, are you ready to pay the price? Do you have an idea of what is going to cost you? Because one moment of temptation can undo years of stability. Just about a 15 seconds clip on a kiss camera and somebody's marriage, his job, is now on the line. Actually, two people's marriage and their jobs are now on the line. So you better think about that cost, because it might be more expensive than you think. I'm not even going to talk much about this because a lot of people think it is cap. But let me tell you, a reputation is a currency that you cannot afford not to have. See, there's no way to paint it. Reputation is a currency that you cannot afford not to have. Because see, you can have the title, you can have the salary, you can have the power, you can have the friends, you can have the network, but reputation is that currency that will open the door and will keep the door open. See, other things, they will open the door, quite all right. Money will open the door for you, your network will open the door for you, but your network will not keep the door open. The people you know will get you the job, but the people you know will not keep you on the job. Your reputation will. Do get me now? The world remembers stories. The internet never forgets. We only remember the gist, not the spreadsheet. So yeah, when you're making that decision, when you're making that choice, one of the most important things to consider is that our name is attached to this and our reputation follows that. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Now here's another one. Bonus. Curated life is not real life. I'm going to say that again. A lot of us have curated this life for ourselves. There's a way we look on our social media pages. That's not who we are in real life. And I've always been a fan of the fact that social media is not a real place. I don't condemn social media. I think social media is one of the most beautiful places, the most amazing places where you can be, where you can learn a lot of things. But a lot of people still do confuse social media for real life. Social media is curated life. That's not your life. And the truth is, while the glam and the social media, the curated life might look beautiful, might look perfect, sometimes behind all of those posts are some really messy shit that you don't want to hear. Who would have thought that the chief of people, the head of human resource, the person hiring and firing, the person that is in charge of monitoring and managing the people of an organization, is having allegedly an affair in the company? Usually when staffs are having affairs, isn't that what we're supposed to report to? Or isn't that what the report goes to? Or am I capping? A lot of us have this curated life on the outside, not even just on social media, even in real life. Yeah, like the way we talk sometimes, the way we've positioned ourselves, the way we let other people see us is totally different from who we are. On the outside, people will think, this person is so principled, this person has a lot of value, this person is high value, this person is high maintenance, this person doesn't take bullshit. But when you unwrap the yam to the bottom, that person is full of bullshit, that person is full of crap, that person is nonsense. And it's just so interesting to know that people actually have a curated life that is different from their normal life. So don't be fooled, don't be an idiot. Behind all of those glam, let's be quiet. Now, if you're not going to take anything away from this video, take this. Don't miss this. And that's the fact that our inner circle matters way more than we think. The people around you, they matter way more than you think. So let's be honest, none of us makes messy decisions alone. We don't. There are actually people around us that are enabling it, supporting it, not questioning us, allowing us, not asking us the hard questions, excusing all the bad choices that we're making, ignoring all the things that we're doing that are wrong, just letting us get away with things that normally do not make sense. And that is not support, that's sabotage, because they're actually fueling our bullshit. So the real question is, who are the people in your circle? Who are the people around you? Are they the kind of people that we hear that you are cheating on your partner and they'll call you to order like, guy, that's nonsense, or like, babe, you shouldn't be doing that, Or are they people that will urge you on and let you know that, you know what, that's how real men do? So again, none of us makes messy decisions, stupid, crazy, disruptive decisions alone. No, there are people in our lives that are actually stakeholders in that particular decision. So if you want your life to go a particular way, in a particular trajectory, it's very important that you pay attention to the people that you allow in your inner circle. People that will never be afraid to challenge you, people that will never be afraid to ask you the hard question, people that will never be afraid to set you up straight. So yeah, our inner circle, they matter way more than we think. And finally, let me leave you with this. It doesn't have to be a scandal before you learn from it. It doesn't have to be a scandal before you correct it. I kind of feel like a lot of us, we don't know how to press stop until that thing actually, we don't have to learn the hard way before we actually stop. I feel like for a lot of people, the wait until they get caught before they try to make amends and make things right. All the time you already knew that this was wrong. You can't tell me that it was when you were caught on a kiss camera that you knew that you cheating on your wife was detrimental to your marriage. But no, you had to wait until you were caught. So my point is, that thing that you're doing that you think is not nice, at that point that you realize that it's not nice, at that point that you realize that, you know what, the cost of this thing, I think it's too expensive for me. You are right at the point where you should stop. You're right at the point where you should pause. You are right at the point where you can discontinue. Don't wait until you are caught on a kiss camera. Don't wait until somebody accidentally vlog your shenanigans in their A Day in My Life vlog. Don't wait until your screenshot accidentally makes its way online. Don't wait until your video leak surface on the internet. You can stop now. You can make a difference now. You don't have to learn the hard way. You can stop it now. And that's all that there is to it. Maybe in another episode, I'm going to talk about this silly thing that we do about posting official statement, debunking, writing our side of the story on the internet. I feel like if I talk about it in this video is just going to be so long and lengthy, and I don't want that. I really want us to focus on some of the lessons that I learned from this drama in this one. But in another episode, I'm going to talk to you guys about that. Really, I call it a very dumb move. That primary 2 PR move of always issuing out statements after something goes wrong, knowing fully well elements of certain statements that I feel like, nah, it shouldn't have been so. Because I read the official statement from the CEO regarding this incident, and I'm like, if I was your wife, double divorce. 1 for the cheating, for the kiss camera. 2nd for the official statements, because yeah, let's just leave it at that. So that is all I have for you today on this episode of Tolani Unscripted. Let me know what your thoughts are when you saw that whole scandal make its way online. What were your thoughts? Let me know some of your takeaways from that situation. I would love to read them in the comment section. And don't forget to tag me on any other, moments online that you want me to comment on Tolani Unscripted. I will be back next week with another exciting, educative, informative, and refreshing episode of Tolani Unscripted. Until then, thank you for watching to this point. I love you, and I will see you next week. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, I will see you next week.